upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Friday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Suns, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Collins at power forward, Zubats in the middle. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set, and it's Leonard in at small forward. And for Golden State, Draymond Green is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Al Horford, then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Butler in at the 2. And 14 straight winning seasons for the Los Angeles Clippers. The longest stretch in the NBA. How times have changed, Shams.
Have to give the Clippers and that organization credit. A lot has to be said for that kind of consistency, especially when you think of the early years, the early perception of that franchise. The veteran know-how, the coaching that we see now, that means they're always in the mix. They're going to continue to build to win on a year-to-year basis and at least be competitive come playoff time.
And a great fan base and a beautiful new arena.
BA, you know, I've been there a few times. It is nice. It's very spacious. I do love the Intuit Dome, BA.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Los Angeles.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
Leonard outside. Harden against Curry. And Harden with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Evolving as a passer and playmaker, Leonard wants to keep setting up his teammates like this. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Beal. Three-pointer. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Beal. Harden's got 8.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Outside, Green. Butler finds Green. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hits a three-pointer. Curry's got his second basket on the night.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
It's interesting, Shams. Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Leonard up top. Releases. Here's Zubats. Banked it in off the glass.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Green. Harden against Curry. And here's Butler. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 8.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Collins against Green. Collins with a screen on Kuminga. Back to Collins. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And if you foul a big like Collins, you better not let them get the shot off, or they'll have a chance to put up another point.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Kuminga's shot is off.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Counted. And with the new CBA, Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA. It's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
Now here's Beal. Collins outside. Over Green. 6 on the shot clock. Harden finds Leonard. Yes! And a nice assist from Harden. 5 points in the game.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Horford, and Hield is subbed in for Kuminga. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Bogdanovich is checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Butler on the wing. Outside, Green. 4 on the clock. Can they get it? And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back over to you guys.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Leonard. He's got 7, and there it is for him. Leonard's got 9.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Butler passes to Hield. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Beal, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Hield passes to Curry. Nails it from 3. He's got 11.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Los Angeles. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. And Batum is subbed in for Leonard.
Brook Lopez. Nicholas Batum.
Lopez passes to Batum.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Beal outside. Lopez, the screen on Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. 4-point game. Curry passes to Butler. Batum with the defensive effort.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Puts it up from 12. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Still no points. 17-foot shot on the way. And the basket by Beal.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And the basket by Hield.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
Harden with a screen on Butler. Here's Beal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Beal's got 6.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Stephen Curry. Paul, he's checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Butler against Beal. Clock at 6. Lopez, the screen on Butler. Beal from outside. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights. For Los Angeles, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Here's Paul. 8 points in his last time out. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk-reward that you play with as a general manager.
Here's Paul. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Pajemski.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Jackson Davis is checked in for post. Ball hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Pajemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The playmaking of Hill, it's really improved over the years.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Paul passes to Beal. Outside Bogdanovic. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. Back to Bogdanovic. The 3. First shot won't go. The Warriors trailing. Here's Hield. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And for the Clippers, they're shooting the ball 70% in this game. Beal's shot is off. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And Shams, with younger teams like OKC taking the reins, new stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they've had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flagg, the list goes on.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Collins checked in. Bogdanovic passes to Lopez. The kick out to Paul. Beal left side. Bogdanovic from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Curry, he's checked in for Pajemski. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Curry passes to Butler. Over Beal. Butler can't get it to go.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Paul with it. Now guarded by Curry. 2 points. That one goes. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September, Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Shot clock at 3. Bogdanovich from long range. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his 3rd assist of the night. Curry passes to Butler. Shoots over Beal. The shot by Butler, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Left side, Paul. Collins outside. Back to Paul. Collins right side. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Curry looking it over. Here's Butler. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Paul finds Beal. Collins outside. Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Hield. Beal from outside. Knocks down the triple. Beal's got 9 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Here's Santos. The rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Beal. Bogdanovich on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. 3-pointer. Bogdanovich, no good. Warriors trail by 9. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Horford, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Green comes in for Santos. Kuminga, he's checked in for Hield. And Moody is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And then for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bogdanovich. Dunn comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's James Harden in for Chris Paul. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is This is not going to be around forever, so enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And so it's Golden State with it after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Harden. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, not to mention a couple of blocks, too, making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Outside Moody. Pass to Kuminga. Let's go with a three. And the Warriors with another three.
It's not the focus of Kuminga's game, but when three-point chances come his way, he's got to take them.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
They have no answer defensively inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
James Harden, 1 shot.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Moody. Kuminga against Leonard with the fadeaway. Again, Golden State.
Check out Kuminga catching the defense off guard, going a little outside of his comfort zone as a shooter.
All right, chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. And that would have been a true Shams moment. Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
To the inside. Out to Horford for three. No good on the shot. And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Now here's Curry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
The Clippers lead by 8. On the drive, Kawhi. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Curry, that's good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first half performance.
And what he did to those defenders, they're in the locker room right now discussing ways to keep the ball out of his hands.
That may be the only way to stop him because even against doubles, he's been accurate. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
and happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
We've got Al Horford. Stephen Curry is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Green, and it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 6. Green, the pass to Butler. Now Zubac. And here's Harden. 3-pointer, Beal. Rebounded by Green. Curry against Harden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And so Curry nails both of them. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
A nice shot by Butler.
This is Butler at his best, being aggressive, attacking with confidence, and scoring with physicality.
Beal outside. Here's Harden. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Butler on the wing. The 3 is up. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. On the break. Here's Leonard. Leonard in transition.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
Pass to Green. Outside for Butler. Now Kuminga to the middle. And there's Curry on the assist by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 3 assists now in this one.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Beal surveying the D. Zubac with a screen on Butler. 3-pointer, Beal, another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Down low. Here's Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Kuminga against Leonard. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Green. Warriors trail by 8. Inside. Here's Horford. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Horford's got 6.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Outside Harden. 4-3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Butler. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
Golden State has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. Zubac screen. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
Guarding Steph is difficult, and it's exhausting.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Post is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Kuminga. It's stolen by Curry, and here they come. All the way to the rim, Curry.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Outside for Green. Back to Hield. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Beal outside. Back to Harden. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. To the paint. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Harden against Curry. Leonard for 3. The shot comes out.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Butler. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Beal, the pass to Leonard. Over Green. Here's Zubac. That one drops for him. Zubac has got 6 points in the quarter. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos comes in for Draymond Green. And Moody is subbed in for Butler. And then for Los Angeles, Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Paul in for James Harden. Moody passes to Curry. Here's Hield. Clock at 6. Here's Santos. That 3's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Leonard inside, guarded by Hield. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Hield for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
The Clippers shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Here's Leonard. Lets it fly. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Pass to Santos. Outside Hield. Six to shoot. Now Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Lopez, the screen on Curry. Ball passes to Lopez. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Curry. Here's post. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. James Harden out there with Chris Paul. And it's Batum in at the three, small forward. Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, Harden launches a three. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
Dangerous with and without the rock. Harden is accurate on the catch and shoot.
Here's Butler. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Dunn, he's checked in for Paul. The Clippers shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Outside Harden. Pass to Batum. Collins outside. Outside Harden. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Moody from outside. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers trail. To the middle to take the lead. Rebounded by Hield. Golden State has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Outside Podziemski. He shoots it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, Harden has always been a top facilitator, but in recent years, he's adopted even more of a pass-first mindset.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Warriors make some changes. Posts checked in for Jackson Davis, and it's Curry in for Podziemski. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Harden scanning the floor. Collins outside. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
Out left to the wing. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And rejected. And here's Butler outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Up top, Curry, defended by Harden. Curry passes to Moody. 5 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brook Lopez.
I like how Hield meets the defense with energy inside, pushing his shot through the foul and getting it in the air.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Ivica Zubac checked in for Lopez. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Batum. And it's Bradley Beal in for James Harden.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Oh, Leonard right through the defender.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Butler passes to Curry. Now here's Hield. Lets it fly. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Leonard. The three. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Post. He's guarded by Zubac. Here's Curry. Oh, sweet move. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Beal. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Assertive play from Beal going right into the defense.
And so it's Golden State with it. Pass to Post. Moody on the wing. The three from Curry. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 11. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Here's Moody. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Collins outside. Back to Dunn. Clock at 4. Here's Beal. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 5. Hield passes to Curry. Moody on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And the Warriors make some changes. Horford, he's checked in for Post. Draymond Green comes in for Hield. And it's Kuminga in for Moody. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Zubac. Collins outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Now Harden. Both hands there for a little extra.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Leonard. Beal outside. Puts up the tray. Money from 3.
Now there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
Stephen Curry. No problem from 14.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Curry against Harden. Leonard left side. It's off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Collins with it. Now guarded by Curry. Oh, he misses the layup. Golden State now running out of time. Now the pass to Horford. Jams it home.
Bring in the heat. Horford goes for the rim with real intensity.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. Collins outside. Now Harden. Banks it home. Big shot.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
Curry fires. Zubac pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Horford with a steal, and they're pushing it up. Butler gets all the way to the cup.
Demanding the ball in the big moment. Butler lives for moments like this.
Warriors foul. Al Horford. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for LA. Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Butler. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Al Horford. Second personal foul. Second team foul. The line for the Clippers.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Butler outside, takes a 3, that misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. Third team foul. The line for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
A member of the NBA 75 team, Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
It's Los Angeles picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It was moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.